Hello, everybody, and happy Friday.
Woo, Friday.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back to the Hollowed RPG channel here on Twitch and YouTube. I'm your DM for the evening, Richard, and we are back with the campaign Eye of the Storm in the Kingdom of Ilari. Say hello, everybody.
Hello,
Hello.
everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Yes, we are back with the Storm Chasers, Halbar, Belladin, Fenthwick, and Corvine. Last week, with Hal waiting for a message from his people from the north, he asked Belladin once more to see if he could seek out such a creature by magical means. And this time Belladin got a hit. A large Arctic rock at the very edge of the spell's range, 5 miles to the northeast. Halbar immediately took off running from the Alespring Inn in the rain to the mountainside, trying to get as high as he could and use his gem of brightness to try to signal if this bird was possibly meant for him. And after waiting a bit and not seeing anything through the storm, Halbar descended and met up with Belladin just as they saw this large Arctic rock flying from the spot that Halbar was when he'd used his gem. Despite Halbar's eagerness, he was persuaded to wait till the morning to try once again to see if he could meet up with this potential messenger. During the night, some of the party had some interesting dreams or visions, who knows? With Kor in his meditation and hoping to achieve the perfection of his astral self, following a mysterious golden thread to a scene of what could be potential elven ancestors of his that talked of the call of the blood and the blood of kings. And then Fenthwick, sound asleep with his mighty staff by his side, had his dreams interrupted by a rather alien presence. Whether he was in his mind or vice versa, he wasn't sure, but he found himself facing the first Fang Tarisu, a dragon-like humanoid who said he was the original owner of the staff, and challenged Fenthwick to a trial of combat. With Fenthwick proving wanting still, this first Fang seemingly sent Fenthwick away back to his normal sleep. The rest of the night went by without any further incidents, and you all awoke. And Hal, eager to get up to the mountainside, you all had a breakfast and got up as high as you could to the same point Hal went the day before. Once again shining the gem of brightness, and after a moment flying down from the sun direction, a large Arctic rock came and delivered the message to Hal, or should I say Prince Halianthar, that his people were waiting. His uncle had beseeched the goddess to send this message, that it was time for Halianthar to come home, and the Northern Watchers to resume their watch. And that's where we ended last week's session. So, Storm Chasers, you find yourself on the side of one of the White Dagger Mountains, a bit higher than the entrance to the Nestle Rock mine, with the image of this large Arctic rock flying to the northeast.
Well, that was something, wasn't it? You guys,
Impressive.
we were going to head down to Duinshire and restock and get provisions and meet with Lady Celine and our friend Poppy. Still sound like a plan to everybody?
Yeah.
Do we want to stay here for a little while and have a look around, or, think we're done here?
Unless you're expecting another message rock.
Yeah, that I don't expect to see one of those again for a while, if ever again.
The real question is, once we get past or to Duinshire and restocked, do we take the underground? We're going to have to take the underground area where the goblins said they could get to, right?
I kind of feel,
If you want to go now,
but also it might be a good idea to figure out if there's a way to like permanently shut that down. Because if Enix's cohort is going to keep trying to use that, like we should find a way to seal that because it invalidates Chillwind Pass completely.
Yeah, maybe we can pick up some, I don't know, explosives like you had before. Maybe the miners have some explosives that help them dig. Maybe we can use some and just cover this passageway from within as we head north.
yeah, but they know it's there. As long as you have enough time and hands, you can dig anything out.
Maybe we bring the explosives with us and we just travel our way through. Maybe there's a point at some area where there's like a, I've seen bottomless pits before in popular plays. Maybe there's like a bridge we can destroy or something similar where it would be, with enough time and energy. You're right, Fenthwick. They could totally still figure out how to bypass that, but at least it would buy more time than just, dropping the ceiling on a tunnel.
That's true. I think that's probably a good idea. But first, we should go pack up, maybe grab a lunch, find out if we can get some rations for the road, head over to Duinshire and say hi to Poppy, and maybe take a trip to Kieran's lighthouse. I know the river's not running, but do you think your spell could help us walk across the frozen water?
I mean, if it's liquid in any form, we'll be able to walk across it.
Did you want to see what's down in that lighthouse? Isn't that Ambrosia's girlfriend's place?
It's his girlfriend. Not sure. I suppose we can go back and take a look.
Well, first things first, let's go pack up and make sure Winford's all right.
Oh, man, that guy's got to be having a terrible time.
Yeah, probably. All right, let's go. We'll start heading down the mountain. We'll be coming down the mountain.
All right, and you all start heading down. Like I said, it takes you about a little less time than getting up here. I would say about an hour and 45 minutes to get back down to the village proper and towards the Ale Spring Inn. It's still fairly early. Well, no, it'd probably be around noon by now. No, you guys got up pretty much at dawn.
This far north, dawn might be 8 o'clock?
Yeah, I would say it's about noon because you had to travel up here. So it's around midday, almost midday, as you get back into Nestle Rock.
Let's go grab some food and see if we can get some for the road. And Belladin here can make it taste bacon. That was a great trick.
Sure.
No, it wasn't Belladin. It was
Fenthwick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Fenthwick.
amazing, by the way. I still can't get over that.
Like, why are we putzing around adventuring? Let's just open up a tavern.
Everything tastes like bacon.
The real end goal. Oops, it's all bacon.
All right, you guys head back into the Ale Spring Inn, and you see Roland there. There's a few customers there for lunch or for a drink, and you see Winford at a table by himself with a large mug in front of him, kind of a 1,000-yard stare.
Yep. I'll sit down, or I'll look to the rest of the group and walk over towards his table. Kind of put my hand on his arm and say, "You mind if we have a seat?"
Oh, Sir Hal, yeah, please be my guest. And he starts to get up and gesture for you all to join him.
You doing okay, buddy?
I'm doing alright. You know what, Sir Hal? No, I'm not doing that great, to be honest. But I think I just need some time.
Do we need to send some Duke's men to look after the place? Let you give yourself some time, no responsibility.
I appreciate it, I really do, but I think that sounds worse, to be honest. Maybe trying to keep myself preoccupied might be better.
All right, well, we're gonna leave probably today. And, head down to Duinshire and then head back up this way. We'll probably come back through here and see if we can get some of those explosives from your men, and head deeper into the tunnels where that goblin guy said that we can make it through here. We got to go north. So
You're gonna head deeper in there.
yeah, Chilwyn Pass is still closed. And they won't open it up to us, so we're gonna need to get through there. So we got to go find our way, hopefully through that underground area, see where it's at, and like Belladin recommended, maybe we find a small passage, ravine, bridge, natural formations that we can close. That'll take them a little longer than last time we closed it off, but yeah, we're heading up there.
So your investigations are all over with you?
Not really sure we can do anything about the strange metal house with the tar and fire, but
Right. Oh, I almost completely forgot about that. Oh, it's gonna be a right mess around here.
sure you don't want us to ask the Duke to send some men up here?
That might be prudent. Maybe they could also maybe guard that ruin or temple or whatever that is. Poses a threat to everyone here. Well, I'll be frank. I don't think we have the capabilities to properly oversee it.
All right. Well, we all know what's in there, apart from temples. So
All right.
I look to Fenthwick. Maybe you can ask the Duke, send some more guys up here. I know they're reinforcing the Chilwyn Pass, but I mean they can certainly get a couple people. You'd think.
You'd think. But as I pointed out, if they really want to bypass, they could. There are paths up from the Underdark all the way in Sugad. So
That's true. I was just thinking more of more valuable stuff in here, and it's going to be continuing to be a problem as we continue to go north. Maybe it's just worth hey, got some extra people to send up here, worried about X, Y, and Z.
If I know anything about my cousins to the north, I doubt they'd try to move the entire army underground. Don't have particular love. Most of them don't have particular love for dark confined spaces, being born up in that open tundra. But I feel like this here particularly is of important location for them, given what's there. While they might be able to send some forces, I'd assume anywhere through the Underdark, that poses its own challenges and dangers, I suppose.
right, like you'd have to keep an entire army fed while they were marching through the Underdark.
Yeah. Well, you can imagine, this is a mining town. We're not strangers to being underground, but you go down deep, well, we've all heard stories. And, we mainly use them to scare our children and that into doing what they're told. But I suppose some of them, stories had to come from somewhere.
Yeah, I'll get up and is Roland in here anywhere, or is?
Yeah,
daughter?
he's behind the bar at the moment. Like, just looks like making small talk with one of the villagers.
I'll excuse myself from the table and head over to the bar.
I'm telling you, Pete, we're gonna get a long winter this year. I feel it in my bones.
Wouldn't that be fantastic?
For hell, how can I help you?
We're getting ready to head out. Wondered if we can buy some rations off you. We're heading down to Duinshire, and then we'll probably head up back through this area. I don't know how long it'll take us.
You're all taking off all right? I can put together a pack. You just need rations to Duinshire? That's about
I think so.
just a 2-day journey.
Yeah, I think so. I think that'll be fine.
All right, I can definitely put that together. Y'all leaving right away, or
I think we'll have a. What do you have for lunch? Anything hearty? More potato
got
soup?
a bit of those meat pies left, and this time we got a bit of dumpling and salted pork. Not so much a stew, but I mean, kind of a stew. More just the dumplings stirred together with some of that salted pork.
I'll take 4 of those, and then whatever those other guys want.
All right.
And I'll gesture toward the group. You guys want to eat? We got kind of shake my hand
Sure.
back and forth, kind of mediocre stuff, but we'll be okay.
Just the usual stuff. It's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be fun.
If we're coming back this way, I'm gonna do the plant growth thing on our way back. I assume we'll arrive, maybe stay the night, and then head out the next day when we're on our way back. So, because the spell takes 8 hours, but yeah, we need to go now. If we wait 8 hours, it'll be nighttime again, and then we'll just have to stay. So, when we get back, I'll take the time and kind of enrich the area.
Well, we'd greatly appreciate that, Sir Belladin. I didn't even see it come up there for a moment. You'll be ordering the same thing as Sir Halbar there, or
Oh, I don't need 4. I'll take 1.
one? Right.
But yeah, it's good.
And the others over at the table, why don't I just bring out a selection? Seeing that's how you're all taking off, at least I can do.
All right. And I'll head back with Belladin. I mean, if you want to do it today, we can stay the night. I mean, maybe you
No. I mean, look, you just got the message, and now we know about the tunnel. So, I think making the most of our time and heading south, getting to Duinshire, and then checking out those other things before we head back. I think we need to make the most of our time.
I mean, 8 hours now, 8 hours later, still 8 hours. So I'm not in any hurry, but
But
it's gonna
8
take us
hours
a while.
I know, but 8 hours turns into 16 hours, right? Because then we've got to stay the night. So if we leave now, we get 8 hours of travel in, at least.
All right. I know. Not going to argue with you. I'm raring to go, to be quite honest. So
Yeah.
we'll sit back down with the rest of the group, I think. He's going to bring up just a smattering of all the stuff he has. So I particularly like that potato and cheese soup. But we'll see what he's got. And then we'll get ready to go after we get dinner. He's probably leave in about 2 hours. Like 15 minutes to pack, hour 45 to eat.
Do I question Hal or do I question Rick on that timing? Because that is some timing, Rick. 15 pack. I know you pack light, but an hour and 45 minutes to eat? Please run that down for me.
He's eating 4 portions.
Yeah, but you're not like a speed eater.
I mean, you saw how much food. Those meat pies are gigantic. And if he's going to bring out some more soup, I mean, it's like a buffet. I just keep going back for more.
That is a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, at this time, Roland does come by with a large platter. There is 8 servings, 8 bowls of the. It's like a flour dumpling mixed with like kind of wild onion, green onion, mixed into the dough, and some salted pork, kind of stewed together almost. Not really. It's thick though, not really like a soup. He brings out 1 large kind of meat pie, some half a loaf of bread, and like a few selections of cheeses, like 1 hard cheese, 1 soft cheese, 2 pitchers of ale, and a pitcher of water.
Al will definitely take some of the soft cheese and break it into little bits and sprinkle in 4 different bowls. And can you pass me the water, please? He'll
Of course.
reach into the pitcher and grab some ice cubes and put them in his dumpling stuff. thicken him up, you know. You get cold and start to thicken up. And he'll just start eating and nod to the conversation, but not really paying attention, just eating.
And there's a bowl in front of Winford as well, but he doesn't really eat. He just pours and just tops up his mug with more ale. I have to say that I'm thankful y'all decided to come back this way again. Who knows what would have happened to me, my wife, or this village if y'all had. Makes me sick to my stomach thinking that I was just going along with everything they wanted me to do. He takes a long drink of his ale.
Don't be too hard on yourself. You weren't really, I mean, you had a gigantic splinter shoved into your shoulder, so a little bit of, weren't quite yourself, let's just say. But now that you are, you'll be getting along like you normally do. I mean, it takes a strong person of strong character to do what you guys do up here in the north, live off the land like you do.
We get by.
We'll be all right. Yep. And we'll be coming back through here 4 or 5 days from now and check on you. Sir Fenthwick will see if the Duke can send any people up here. If they do, they do. If they don't, you keep doing what you're doing.
Right. I'd imagine that unless they're coming from Chillwind Pass, they'd probably be getting here just the same time as y'all. But I do appreciate it. Is there anything you'd like me to do or have the rest of the village do around here in the meantime?
I think just have some of those explosives for us when we come back through.
Right. I can check the storehouse. I'm sure we got a bit of extra. We tend to underreport maybe exactly how much overreport our needs sometimes. You know how it is. Just to we tell them how much we need and they send a little bit less. So we tell them more and we get it just about enough.
All right. I think I'm done, gentlemen. Are y'all ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yep.
I'll have some people I trust. Maybe we'll keep an eye out in that temple for now, just to be sure. Maybe tell everyone to still stay away from Sir Giles Manor. Maybe I'll have all them folk come stay with a few other villagers for now. I don't trust that place. But as I said, and he downs the rest of his ale in one go. I do appreciate y'all coming back. And, well, explosives. They'll be ready when y'all get back. And at this time, Roland comes out with a couple bundles of some, hard bread. Not the soft, fresh bread that you guys have been eating, but more of, not quite hardtack, but almost. And some hard cheeses, a little bit more of the salted pork, a couple water skins. Well, this should last y'all about the 2-day journey down there at Duinshire. Might not be the most extravagant, but it'll fill you up and get the job done.
All right, works for me. Thank you much. I'll lean into him, kind of give him a dad-son hug and whisper to him, keep an eye on Winford. He's going through it.
He'll just look at you for a second, and then just kind of nod.
All right. And I'll head up and grab the rest of my stuff.
You all grab your things and start making your way out of Nestle Rock, this time down the main road to the south. You get just about to the edge of town before you hear, Wait! And you see Ravina come running up from the Spring Inn on the road, trying to catch you guys. Y'all leaving already? Wait! And as she catches up with you, excuse me, I didn't know you all were leaving so soon. I was just getting up. I had night duty last night. Where are y'all going?
Duinshire.
Uh,
We'll be back.
oh.
Yeah, just taking care of things in the south, going to a couple different places, and then we're coming back.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure y'all didn't leave without saying goodbye. And she's looking directly at you, Core.
I wanna just speak for Hal and Fenthwick when I say that Belladin just kind of puts a hand on both of their shoulders and just kind of pulls them all, so we take like one big step back.
Yeah.
Okay.
We walk down the hill.
Yep.
You
You
look
guys
back.
all step
I
back,
kinda
and
just-
so it's just Core. It's just you, Core, and Ravina.
One hand on Hal's shoulder and one hand on Fethwick's shoulder is kind of an interesting picture.
Yeah, I've got I've it's basically like a slash, or I'm leaning at a weird angle, but it's, we got to do what we got to do to peacefully give them some space.
Were you planning on just leaving without saying goodbye?
Man, yes is a bad answer. We need to move fast, according to Hal. But we'll be back.
Is that a promise?
Of course, this is the path.
All right.
Thank you for keeping us under your roof. And Core will reach into his little bag and pull out 5 gold and hand it to her.
I don't understand. What is this for?
They say we should give you gold for your service. It seemed to make you happy earlier, so I figured you'd like more of it.
Well, Corvain, I appreciate your offer. And she roughly puts the gold back in your hand. But I'm doing just fine. Thank you very much. If you require any more services the next time you come back in town, I'll be happy to oblige a paying customer. And she storms off. You can hear muttering men. Like,
Sounds about right.
you all see this. You guys are like 10 feet away.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Core turns to Belladin and just shrugs.
Yeah.
Apparently she did not like the gold. I should have left it in the room.
Yep.
You make the journey down the road along the southwestern side of the White Dagger Mountains towards Duinshire. It's a 2-day journey, pretty uneventful. You make camp at the point where the road forks between going east towards Chilwyn's Pass and west towards Nestle Rock. I assume, Fenthwick, you make the dome for the night?
Yes.
Your journey south towards Duinshire is pretty uneventful. However, if you could all give me perception checks, please.
13.
Who got the natural 20? Belladin.
Yes, sir.
It's been pretty cold up here, when you're in Nestle Rock, especially the higher you guys went up, and Nestle Rock is pretty hot, getting higher up in elevation, And the temperature warmed a little bit as you went down the mountainside. As you're getting closer to Duinshire, it actually gets colder.
Huh. Anybody else noticing that? How? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Tell me if this makes sense. I've always believed that once you reached a certain point going north, that it would just keep getting colder the more north you went, right? I thought that's how it worked. But we've been going south, and it's colder than it was when we were at the settlement.
It's a polar vortex.
I mean, maybe it's like, that's why it's called Chilwyn Pass, because it gets chill wind through here. I can't really tell the difference. It's pretty warm.
So we're kind of like at this crossroads right here?
Where Hal is, yeah, right here.
Okay. Maybe the wind's coming down through the pass, down the edge of the mountains there. But also, wasn't it like super cold near the Emerald Conclave, or was that the Sentinel Forest?
No, the Sentinel Forest was actually temperate.
Okay.
No sign of snowfall, nothing.
But wasn't it super cold in the Emerald Conclave, or am I just misremembering that too?
The tree was frozen with those corrupted
Right.
thorns. It's definitely colder in this area. You guys have noticed that it's been pretty cold.
Oh, that's not good. So, whenever it's been really cold, it's because it has to do with like the corruption from the blood, right? So far,
You're not sure.
I'm trying to make a logical leap here and say, as Belladin, that hey, cold's kind of meant bad all the time. I know that's not true for you because of where you come from, Hal, but the thing that we fought last was a freaking ice dragon, right? Like, cold seems to
Yep.
be the hallmark.
Yeah, that was cold.
Yeah, the hallmark of our enemy. And it seems to me that the closer we're getting to Duinshire, the colder it's getting. I feel like that's a bad sign.
And Hal and Fenthwick, you remember that it was around they were about the same temperature when you guys were here first.
Oh, so it's not any more cold than we've seen it before.
Yeah. Remember, the Helduin River is pretty much frozen over from south of Duinshire all the way almost to where the Mirabelle Lake empties out.
So why is it only cold there? Is there a reason for that, Fenthwick? Is it magic? It doesn't
I
seem
think
natural.
it's just nature, just winter.
I want to hey, is there a check I can do? But I just know it's going to be nature.
It will be nature.
Yep. Ugh.
But otherwise, you guys' 2-day journey goes without any hindrances, and you make your way. You see now the walled town of Duinshire.
I'm hitting water breathing every night, just keeping up the ritual. Oh, we made it.
Yeah, Hal picks up a little bit of hop in his step as we get closer before he's running through the streets.
And you guys make your way now to the same entrance that you guys originally entered through Duinshire. One of the gates in the northern, kind of northwestern section of the wall. This time, however, there are guards, but there is no check-in as when you guys first arrived, Fenthwick and
Right.
Hal. It's open this time. I mean, they're looking out to make sure that there's no obvious threats coming in, but
Yep.
there's no registration, no inspection. They're allowing everyone into the town.
Nice. Let's go. What do we need? We need crampons, pitons.
I feel
croutons.
like we have that already, but
we have all that stuff.
but Core doesn't.
Core doesn't have anything.
We got him Core's got the furs, which he's probably wearing again because it's cold.
I do have my one set of furs. I'm pretty good at climbing without gear, but if you guys want to spend on gear, we can.
I mean, you ever traverse a crevasse? We'll look at Bellet and translate that for him.
Yeah, that's a big word for core.
Yeah, I translate.
I mean, like jump off hill in forest?
I don't know, like a small valley traversing the top of one valley to another one, but smaller scale.
Filled with ice.
Yeah, filled with ice.
And bottomless
like-
pits.
This whole time, Belladin's just keeping an eye on Core's face because look, I've got high insight. I figured out that Core knows some common at least, so I'm just watching Core's face for any time there's any I don't recognize that word on his face, and then I just offer that single word now. I'm not translating
Yes.
whole sentences anymore. I'm just detecting when there's a word he doesn't know, and then I offer it.
Crevasse would have definitely been that word. Yeah, not usually with ice. Can't you bird me over? Worst case?
Yeah, worst case, yes, I could do that. But if we can keep our magics to a minimum and just use equipment, like we're gonna try and do that. But yes, if it gets super bad, I'm just gonna fly you guys across.
And you're literally going to need snowshoes.
Oh yeah, snowshoes are important. Like it doesn't matter that you can run 100 feet in 6 seconds or whatever wild thing you can do.
What? Oh, so just walk on top of the snow? Is that how it works? But like the holy texts have showed me that we just walk on top of snow. Yeah, sure. Snowshoes.
Yeah,
Snowshoes make
you'll need
sense.
them unless you're gonna be sliding everywhere.
So you guys are walking through Duinshire, down through the main road, through the market district. You have the dock straight ahead, the Riverstone district to your right, the stilts to your left.
Hal's going to snap his finger and be like, you have to come with us. And I'll kind of grab Belladin and Corvain and head towards the apothecary.
So you head down towards the Riverstone district, past the Temple of the Hexad, towards the Apothecary of Christos.
Go ask him if he has any more of those potions. Slide in next to Fenthwick as we walk in, kind of in the back.
And you see a shop sign with many different herbs coming kind of intertwined together. And it just says, Christos' Wondrous Herbal Emporium.
Oh, we barge in, obviously.
You walk into the shop and it's just random shelves overflowed with many different plants and herbs, vials, no seeming order or organization, just kind of stuffed to the gills with different plants and various. You'd think that you're almost back in the Emerald Pine Forest, the amount of vegetation in here. There's a singular kind of desk counter along the front with a curtain covering a door behind it to the back. And the bell rings. Just a minute, I'll be there. Just a minute, hold on, I'm coming. Hold on. When you hear a little bit too much there. Okay. And you see an elderly human male, long white hair, bald on the top, goatee, little bit of a hunch, wearing white kind of robes that are just a little bit soot stained, have dirt and grass stains on the sleeves, and spectacles kind of down, hanging on the end of his nose. Ah, yes. Hello. Welcome to Christos' Wondrous Emporium of Herbal... And Wondrous... Herbalist Wonder Emporium... Dang it, what did I name the damn store again? Welcome to my shop. How can I help you all today?
Hey, Christos, we're back.
Yeah, does he recognize us?
Yeah, he would recognize Hal and I, probably.
Oh, right.
You see him kind of adjust his spectacles. Ah, well, the heck that be damned if it isn't your lot. Welcome back. I remember you. You were investigating the disappearance of young Colt, if I remember. Yes?
Ah, yes, that was us.
Nasty business, that. But you all made right work of it, I hear. Even saving the little Miss Lily. Very good. You know, I used to be an adventurer back in the day. I was quite famous, really. Old Christos was once quite known throughout the lands. Christos the Brave, they called me. Quite a many adventures. Would you like to hear one?
How about another time?
Ah, of course, you're here for business. Excuse me. What can I get for such grand heroes such as yourselves?
Well, I don't know about anybody else, but getting low on healing potions, and it looks like we're going to be gone for a while. So won't be able to restock.
Yes, healing potions. Quite the necessary item for adventuring. Are you going on an adventure?
Always.
Always. Yes. Do you know, I used to be an adventurer back in my day.
I've heard that.
Oh, you have? See, you've heard of me. Everyone knows old Christos.
It does seem that way.
Yes. Oh.
May I do a medicine? May I do a medicine check on him?
Yeah, and I'm sorry, he's not a human, he's a gnome.
Oh, he's a gnome. Okay.
Yes. Looking at my notes.
26 medicine check. What is wrong with Christos? Is he just old?
He is a very old gnome. And he's getting up there in years, and probably is some beginnings of dementia setting in.
Yeah. Would it be rude for me to cast Gentle Repose on him?
A little bit. But, what was I getting? Healing potions! Yes. How many would y'all be needing? I've been able to make a bit of extra since last you were here. They're still asking for orders to send to Children Pass. They've asked to increase the orders. Seems there's quite a need up north, but I might have a few I might have saved for such an occasion, and he kind of taps his nose.
Why don't you just show us what you have, and we'll tell you what we can afford.
Alright, then give me a moment. And you see him go back behind the curtain. And you see him, you're kind of shuffling, and why did I put that so damn high? Almost get it.
While he's in the other room, Belladin's going to lean to the group and say, I offered that plant growth thing to the settlement as hey, let's help out while we're here and everything. But I just realized that if this old timer grows his own materials, I could offer to cast it for him. And for the next year, it would double his output of all of his materials that he grows for making potions. Like everything. It would double his output. I feel like that would get us, we could argue like a pretty good discount if we give him something like that, right?
Yeah, we're definitely staying the night, right? And
I don't
give a sidelong back glance to the party.
Well, so if we're staying in the city, then I have 8 hours to cast it. And I feel like an herbalist, if I'm doubling the amount they're getting from their plant,
yeah, but you won't double it today.
Well, no, it lasts a year.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying
so his next harvest.
You're asking for a discount today for something that may happen for the next year. Depends how shrewd a negotiator he is. He might push back and.
Right. I mean, maybe. I mean, if he's met another druid, he doesn't really have any reason to trust me, I guess.
Well, I mean, he might trust Hal and I. We are big damn heroes, after all.
Yeah, right. So I guess I'm just trying to get us a good discount.
Does this gnome also make snowshoes?
Oh, I don't think so.
After a little while, you hear from moment, almost got there we go. Oh! And Belladin, with your passive perception, you hear the barest sound of another bell. Oh, ding, nabbit, hold on. And you hear, just a minute, I'm with other customers, I'll be with you in a moment.
Is there another entrance to this place, or is the bell in the same room we are, like someone came in behind us?
No one came in behind you.
I kind of whispered, according to Poppy, there's a whole other shop back there.
What? What kind of shop?
Oh, an apothecary, just like this one.
Why? What? What? If it's just like this, why have two shops?
We're not totally sure that the other shop, its entrance may be somewhere else.
Oh. Well, definitely talk to him and find out where that goes. That might be...
Oh, we have a pretty good idea where it goes.
Okay, definitely talk to me about that later. I'm interested. This is intriguing.
And you hear, all right, and you hear him kind of shuffling back with the box. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, hello. Oh, yes, you're the customers.
Welcome
Of
back.
course. What were you all looking for? Ah, going on an adventure, eh?
Yeah, I heard you used to be an adventurer.
You did. Well,
The what was it? The
you-
brave, the manly,
Christos, the Magnificent, yes.
the
That was me.
magnificent.
Mhm.
Nice.
Quite the
Nice.
adventure back in my day.
It's an honor to meet you.
Glad to meet a fan. Glad to meet a fan. Right, so will you be taking the box then?
Don't know what's in the box.
Oh, I thought you asked for all this. Excuse me. Let's see here. We've got, and he starts taking out multitudes of different vials and potions. Let's see. I've got 4 regular healing potions. These larger ones here, they provide a bit more oomph when you really need it. I'll tell you, that's when you really need it. I would know. I used to be an adventurer back in my day.
You don't say.
I do. I just did. Anyways, that's the healing potions I have. I do have a few others.
You said you had 4 regulars.
That's correct. The standard healing potions.
That's it. You just have 4 regulars.
4 regulars, and then these 2 larger ones that provide a bit more. You would call it greater healing, I suppose.
Well, I suppose we'll probably take all of those then, yes.
Let's see. The 4 regulars are 75 gold each. And the greater healings are 200 gold apiece.
So that's 400 and whatever 4 times 75 is.
300, I believe. But I do have a few others. This one, he pulls out 2 kind of green swirling potions with jellyfish-like bubbles floating in the middle. These 2, now they're the same potion, mind you, but these ones will let you breathe underwater for 1 hour. Isn't that something?
I think we got that kind of covered, don't we?
Oh,
I mean, I have that covered. Does everyone else have that covered?
oh, do you make potions then?
Oh no, right. Yeah. No, I'm look at you're a well-known and well-traveled adventurer. In your times, did you have the chance to travel with or meet a druid?
A druid? Yes. I've known quite a few druids.
Well, I happen to be one myself, and I've made it kind of a rule that before I go to bed every night, I cast a spell that allows me and my companions to breathe underwater, just in case. I'm a little paranoid, I guess.
Oh, aren't you quite the special one? You make an excellent adventurer. Did you know I used to be an adventurer back in my day?
Magnificent, I've heard.
Christos the Enduring, they called me.
Oh, right. What other potions do you have?
Let's see. He pulls out another one. He pulls out a blue potion with bubbles and a bit of steam coming out from the stopper. This potion here. Once you drink it, you will feel yourself temporarily bolstered with vitality and find your actions guided by the divine. You'd be quite heroic with this potion here. That one is 400 gold, I believe. And this one And he pulls out another one. Looks just like an empty vial. It's a bit heavy. Careful. Would you like to hold it?
I look at Hal.
Hal has got a giant shit-eating grin on his face.
Careful, it looks empty, but looks are deceiving, eh? This one here. When you drink it, you'll become as unseeable as the liquid inside. Quite useful for adventuring, I would know, eh?
Is that a...
They used to call me Christos the Unseen when I was adventuring back in
with
my
that
day. I was
potion
quite
on-
the famous adventurer.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Which variety of invisibility is that? Regular or greater?
That's a good question. I have it in my notes somewhere. So, one moment, please, young man. And you see him kind of go in the back for a moment. I know I put that damn notebook somewhere. Yes, I hear you. I'll be there in a minute, I said. Hold on, please. Please, no tentacles on the counter, sir.
You just said tentacles, right?
And
I hope so. The alternative is worse.
here it is. And you hear from back. That would be the regular invisibility.
Okay. One-time use. Well, one-time benefit, really.
This would be 800 gold for this one. And, I believe that's all I have available. The rest of my stock, were pre-orders, and I do have other customers, unfortunately.
All right, so we're going to take the healing potions, Fenthwick.
Yeah, we've got almost $3,000 in party funds, so I think we can afford 700.
All right.
Wonderful.
Should I do my thing, or do you think it's even going to make a difference?
Oh, you can ask.
Okay. Christoph. In your adventure,
Yes,
you said
There,
you
welcome,
met...
welcome to my shop.
Yes. So I am a druid, which you are very familiar with
Ooh.
because of your adventurers.
Oh, you've heard of me, have you?
Yes. It's one of the reasons why we're here. And I have the ability to make plants grow, as I'm sure you're aware of. I can do so, just make everything overgrow in here, right? But that's not very helpful. I can, over a longer period, cast the same magic and enrich all of the plants that you use to grow your ingredients. I assume you grow your ingredients here, or do you buy them?
I grow a good selection here. There are some things that grow
Elsewhere.
are more particularly suited for the wilds and don't
Right.
particularly like being kept indoors
That makes
or
sense.
even
Yeah, that's,
in a garden per se.
some things are just not meant to be tamed. Well, I have the ability, if I spend a long time casting the spell, to make it so that way whenever you harvest anything from your plants that you use to create your potions and such, that you'll get twice as much. You'll get double the amount when you harvest.
Ooh, that's quite the magics there, young one.
Yeah, it would take a lot out of me, but I just thought that, it won't help you immediately, but the next time you harvest it will, and it lasts for the next year. So it lasts quite a long time. So I was wondering if I could offer this service to you in return for a discount on the potions we're buying from you.
That's quite the interesting offer. Oh, you must be a powerful druid for such a young man your age.
Yeah. I mean, I could be better.
Don't sell yourself short, young man. Be confident. Be brave. I was an adventurer like you one day before.
Mm-hmm.
Christos the Confident, that's what they called me.
Makes sense.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, man. Why do I choose to talk, right? That's about right. A 2 and a 5.
That's quite the generous offer, young man, but I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to keep up with such abundance. with young Colt gone, I have yet to find a new assistant, and it's just little old me here taking care of the shop and harvesting the plants and mixing the potions and making sure the enchantments are right and making sure the portal's kept up and, business
No.
as usual. But
I totally understand. If you change your mind, definitely let me know. But yeah, I just look back to the rest of the group. Well, I tried.
so we'll be taking the box then.
Yes, I believe we will.
Ooh, good. That's the potion of invisibility, the potion of heroism,
well.
the...
I don't think we were taking all of those.
Oh, that it all came in the same box.
Nah, I think we're just taking the healing potions.
I see. Frugal adventurers. I see. Don't worry, young ones. One day you'll make enough coin that you won't have to worry about such trivial matters. But let's see. So we'll be taking all of these 6 here then.
Yes, unless someone else particularly wanted one of the others. The takers?
They're quite nice. This one tastes like bubblegum. Well,
Is it bubblegum?
You can't get my secrets, young man. Good try, though. Good try. That would be 700
700.
gold. Yes. Yeah.
I'll hand him over 700 gold.
Wonderful. Oh, thank you. Just give me a moment, please. And he takes. He has an empty, kind of large coin purse for you to put the coin. Just a moment. I'll bring this in the back for a moment. Here. Oh! Shh! Larkus be damned. Now. Colt! Help me! Boy's not here. And you hear a bit of shuffling and kind of. You hear a large amount of coin kind of just being shoved into a corner. Comes back out from the curtain. We're kind of rubbing his head and looks up for a moment. Customers! Wait, I know you. Yes, you just bought the potion. That's right. Is there anything else I can do for you all today?
I think that will probably be it for today.
Thank you for coming to Christos' magnificent, wondrous herbalium shop of wonders. No, that's not quite right. Thank you for coming to the mysterious wonders of plants and... No, that's not it either. Thank you for coming to my shop.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, I hope to see you all back. If you don't mind, where will you all be going on your adventures? Someplace wondrous, some dangerous, maybe?
Looks like we'll be heading into the Underdark for a while.
The Underdark. Yes. Not everyone's cup of tea. The dark, the confinement, but you can find great renown and treasures down there. Yes. I would know. I used to be an adventurer back in my day. Christos the Explorer, they called me. Would you like anything else? Some bubblegum, maybe?
Think we're good.
Well, thank you all. I hope to see you all again here soon. I'll get working hard on restocking some more of those healing supplies you adventurers all love.
Hal will walk out from the shop and wait for the group.
Ding. The bell rings as you guys open the door. Christos, as you guys are walking in here, the bell turn. Hello! Oh, they're leaving. Alright. Yes, I hear you. Calm down. And he goes to the back of the curtain.
All right, back to get the place where the lady made those snowshoes. What else does this guy need? We got snowshoes, pitons.
Yep, crampons.
We got those. I have 2 here. Is that one for left foot and one for the right foot? Climber's kit. Okay, we're good.
What do you think? An extra climber's kit, or do you think we only need 1 climber's kit?
Maybe an extra one.
Yeah, we don't know how much spelunking we're gonna have to do. I could change form, or I thought about it last night. Just going through the Underdark, we're gonna have to do that. So speaking of ways to close things off, I now can shape stone, so we could use that to create handholds, or like a ramp, or to close off a tunnel or create a tunnel. So if we're doing a lot of cave diving, I should be able to help out with that, or get cave climbing, really.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll get him some cold weather clothes. Does Core have any rope?
We all just look at Core.
According to my character sheet, I have rope.
Nice.
All right. I see it. Yeah, he's got some there. All right. So we need snowshoes, crampons, cold weather clothes. It gets cold up there, like worse than here.
I will look at Fenthwick and I will give him my 15 gold.
Is that all the gold you have?
I mean, y'all found me about to get eaten. I wasn't exactly flush.
Wait, but haven't we gotten gold since then and divvied it up, or no? Right?
You guys don't give Core money.
If
I don't think
What?
there's been any.
I don't think we've gotten any cash.
I think
that's true.
anything we found. I don't think we have actually found anything. At least I have no
Core
record.
just thinks that we all live off Sir Fenthwick.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he is our benefactor.
I'm trying to figure out if it's the gold that's the problem.
So that's 10 gold for cold weather clothing. Are you going by the...
Yeah, for adventuring gear, just straight out of the.
Core can keep
Okay.
his 15. He might need it for something.
All right.
Damn. Core tried to do "you need this more than I do" with the gold, and then Fenthwick just turns around and does it to Core. Fucking harsh.
So I don't think, unless you guys really want to, we don't have to role play out the rest of the shopping.
Okay. 10 gold for the
I need to know
clothing.
the other NPCs in the city.
Yeah, Core needs to not say something to every NPC in the city. I just kidding, man. I love you.
2 gold
Yeah.
for the snowshoes.
Did I get a potion? I was AFK.
We haven't divvied them out
We
yet.
haven't. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making
We'll
sure.
do it
I
when
didn't
we-
miss anything.
Hopefully, I hope we can stay in the palace, manor
Ooh.
house.
Oh my
See
god!
how
If we
well.
stay in the manor house, Core's really gonna think that Fenthwick is like super rich.
So it's 10 for the cold weather clothing. It is 2 for the snowshoes. What else does he need? Crampons, and it's 2 for the crampons. So that's 14.
Are we gonna get him climbing gear? I mean, that's up to you guys.
I'm just thinking,
Just for cold.
just for cold. I think we have climbing gear. I have climbing kit.
I never know if, and this is Jordan talking as well. I never know if each person needs to have a climbing kit to really take advantage of that in a setting, or if we just need one for the party.
I don't think I've ever played a game where a climbing kit was actually used.
Yeah, it depends how much your
And
DM
then-
cares about that type of stuff.
Did I already say crampons?
Yes, you
Yep.
did, and 2 of them.
Okay.
2 of them. So 14.
Do you want
gold.
some pitons?
Or pitons? Yeah, I don't know what pitons are, but I'd love some pitons or pittons.
Some pitonus.
Look at pittons. A few pittons.
Mhm.
No, I'm not a beggar. I'm not a beggar. Stop calling me a beggar.
Crampons apparently come in a bundle of 2.
There you
So
go.
it's the option to buy.
Yep. So you guys can get anything off the adventuring gear list here.
Did we buy Pythons? No, Pythons.
Is our benefactor paying for it? Can Core just add them to his character sheet without subtracting gold?
Or do I now have the stuff and 1 gold left?
Yeah, I suppose. Yes. I'm sure the party can afford 14 gold. Since we just spent 700.
I feel bad. I give Core 75 gold. Nope, 85 gold.
I'm not sure how to feel about this. It seems like nobody likes exchange of gold. But
I'm just gonna explain very clearly to Core, like, hey, I've come from not having a lot of gold. In fact, where I grew up, like, we didn't even use gold. Like, we got gold from people, and we used gold in exchange with other tribes and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like, money wasn't a thing we really used. But since I've been traveling, it's very important. So
Well, you had gold when you were a child. We just had painted bits of iron.
Okay, all right, uphill both ways over here.
Yes.
No, so Cor, like, if you get separated from us, you need to have, money. 15 gold is a lot of gold for a random person who lives in a random village. But if you need to get somewhere, or you need a lot of help, or you need to pay for food and a place to stay for a long period of time, you need more gold than this. So just in case something happens here, and I give him 85 gold, so that way you have an even 100. And this is just emergency money. You don't owe me anything. We're friends, so this is just for you in case something happens, okay?
First time anyone's given him Core anything.
You see a single tear come from the corner of Cora's eye.
Nice.
I'm going to look at Fenthwick, and I'm going to say, isn't that gentleman who bought that Broody and armor, doesn't he live up here? And I'll reach into the bag of holding and pull out some of Broody and leather armor. Do you think you'd want to buy this?
We could go by and see Victor. He might. He's a collector. I forget where his house is.
With all the other fancy houses to the north, if I remember right. I can't get lost, so I'll just follow my directions that I remember getting to his house.
And Belladin, Core, this wouldn't make a difference to you. But Belladin, as we're making your way through the market district, as you cross the center square, there was a shining statue made of granite, white granite, in the center of the market square, of a halfling girl with 2 pigtails and leather armor.
Oh. I'm gonna nudge Hal and say, is that who I think it is?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Oh.
Hal, look longingly at the statue and then head in the direction of Victor's house.
Okay. How you actually never been to Victor's house? It was Fenthwick and Poppy that went.
After you, Sir Fenthwick.
Probably, I can probably remember the way. It's only been a few months, right?
Yeah, with your intelligence level, you would definitely remember. So you make your way through the Riverstone district to the south, actually, not to the north. To the north is the Stilts, and kind of head on the gradual, kind of winding slopes up through the Riverstone district, as the Riverstone Manor, which the district takes name from, sits at the top of this kind of gradual incline with a small creek leading from it and a waterfall on the side, heading down.
And Hal will look back towards Fenthwick and say, you know what? I don't think we got this in the Dragon Place. I think it was that other place where that guy you used to hang out with was with our party for a while. He was wearing the metal set of that armor when we went to rescue Poppy and those other planes. I got this leather one from that same place, but we've never worn it. Was that what he was buying, or is this like a fool's errand?
He was more. The thing he specifically was interested in was the plate armor, or the full suits, which sadly are now gone from the temple. So somebody else got them.
Yeah. Well, we can see if he's a collector, we'll see if he. Since we're already here.
Worst he can say is no.
Yep.
That's not that stuff isn't cursed, is it?
I don't know. I've never put it on. They'll get in the way, and I'll make my pecs do the.
Well, he's probably not going to wear it anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yep.
All right, and eventually you make your way to the large home and estate of Victor Lesueur. The large gilded gates stand in front with 2 armed guards out in the front, in a guardhouse on the other side of the gate.
I'll just flash them my coin. Say we're friends. Is he home?
One moment, sir. And you see one of the guards go in to the guardhouse and pick up a stone and start speaking into it. And after a moment, a older human male, thin, short, black hair, with a small pencil mustache comes out, wearing coat and tails. Yes. You have business with Master Lesueur?
Yeah, we potentially have a piece he might be interested in.
Wonderful. Please, this way, sirs. And he snaps his fingers and the gates open. After you, good sirs.
Fancy.
The fanciest.
Yep. Let's go.
You make your way into this kind of, standard, think of, Beverly Hills mansion. Lots of arches and marble stone throughout. You're led through a very fancifully carved large wooden doors reinforced with iron, but also designed as well. Please, and you're led into a large sitting room. There are a few couches, some chairs, small end tables, and there are a wide variety of items throughout. Paintings, statues, sets of armor, weapons on display. There's a few skulls, one even full set of a full skeleton of not quite humanoid. Just Master Lesueur will be with you in a moment. Would you care for any refreshments while you wait, sir?
Ice water.
Yeah, same for me.
Ice water.
Yep.
Very good. Ice water's all around then.
Thank you.
Very good, sirs. Just a moment, please. And after a moment, while this butler goes to get the water, you see coming down a very magnificent wide spiral staircase, seeming to tie a bit of a golden silken robe. You see a tall, thin half-elf with graying hair, a bit of a goatee. Think LA art collector, but a half-elf. Yes. I was told that I had some acquaintances that had possible business propositions. I remember you? Fenthwick, was it?
Yes. These are my associates, and I introduce everybody.
Victor Lesueur. Pleased to make your acquaintance. And he holds his hand out to you, Halbar.
I'll give him a firm handshake.
Oh, quite the strong one, aren't you? Victor Lesueur, at your service. And you are? And he goes to you, Belladin. But he introduces himself to Belladin and moves on to Kor. Victor Lesueur, at your service. And you are?
Belladin? We both say it at the same time.
Cor looks confused. Did I misunderstand?
Right. And where is that adorable young halfling woman?
Oh, she's somewhere in town, just not with us today.
Well, I'm glad you kept my coin. It's the best way to guarantee entry back into my home, and to let my staff and guard know that you are here for business. Fenthwick and Company, what can I do for you all today? And he sits in a high leather-backed chair and crosses his legs, and at that time, the manservant comes out and, wonderful, Ansgar, thank you. And he hands teacup and saucer to Victor. You can see the steam rising up from it, and then there's 4 glasses of chilled water for you all.
I think Hal would slowly pull out the gigantic tapestry that was in the bag of holding that we found somewhere.
Is interesting. Is there any notes on that?
Wasn't that in... Am I mixing up adventures, or was that in the hole in the ground in the middle of that abandoned village? like it's down the well. There was like a dragon we fought in a well.
Oh, the ghost, the ruins of Ysera.
Yeah, we like went underground and there was a whole bunch of stuff.
Well,
down
not
there.
not the of Ysera, of one of the elven ruins in the in the
Mhm.
forest.
We were fighting something and jumped in a well, and then there was just a whole bunch of stuff down there. I think that's where the tapestry is from.
Ah, that is quite the interesting piece. That is, can you mind if I take a look at it for a moment?
I'll unravel it and hand it to him. All 12 feet of it.
Oh, interesting, interesting. By the designs of this armor, I do believe this is pre-Barudian even. This is quite interesting. Where did you find such a piece?
In a well.
In a well. There are treasures to be found anywhere, I suppose. This is it's quite interesting. Is this what you have to offer, or
Oh, we got some armor too, and I'll pull out some armor.
please take out everything you think I might be interested in. You are quite the interesting lot, aren't you?
Belladin resists the urge to make that a sexual thing, and keeps his mouth shut.
Do you, Fenthwick, my dear boy, do you happen to have any more of that wonderful armor that you all found?
Sadly, no.
Oh, that's a shame.
I think so too.
And you're sure you can't tell me where you got it from? I'd pay quite a high price for that information.
It doesn't much matter. I went back there and it was empty. Someone else got it.
Oh, that is interesting. Huh.
But the
I'm
location
watching-
is a little bit sensitive, so.
Of course. Well,
And like I said, it's empty now. So anyway, so.
that's why you're the adventurers and I'm the buyer, right? Oh.
I'm watching this rich person like a hawk. Is that just greed, or is there something else going on there? Him asking about the armor.
Give me an insight check.
18.
18. Alright. I'll message you.
Thank you, sir.
And this armor here, where did you... this doesn't look Barudian. I've actually never quite seen it. I'm not quite sure where to place this, and... not to, brag, but I'm quite the expert on most periods of and cultural influences throughout the year.
We first went through Sigil, and then we went to another plane where there was, I think Poppy said, an aboleth. Before we got there, we were going through this, I guess it was an armory, and we just picked this up on the way. So I looked towards Fenthwick plane.
Yeah, that's as good as an explanation as any. Somewhere far, far from here.
You all do get around quite a bit. And you're looking to sell all this.
I believe so, yes.
Definitely interested. As I said, my main interest is in Barudian pieces. Call it a fascination since childhood, but this piece seems to date from, even pre-Wars of Sundering, so that is quite old. As old as records go, I believe. And so remind me, what are you guys all selling? You have the tapestry, the armor.
It'll be just shaking out the bag of holding to see what's in it.
Yeah. There's a turquoise animal figure, copper chalice with filigree, some other stuff that we don't want to sell.
I'd definitely be interested in these two pieces, the tapestry and the armor. And do you mind if I take a bit of a more esoteric look at them?
Be my guest.
And
While you're looking, What did you happen to do with the last set of armor that you bought from my companions?
Oh, I have that displayed in my personal study.
It may be asking far too much to invade your personal space like that, but the way they've spoken about the armor and how it looks, we didn't get a chance to see the other set because, like they said, it was gone. But I'd love to see it before we leave, if that's okay. Just to look at it.
Make a persuasion check.
I need to remember that I made characters that are just terrible at talking to people. 8.
I don't have it quite set up to be displayed as I would like. If you could come back, perhaps later in the evening, I could tidy up a bit. I'm sorry. I'd just be too embarrassed to show you all the state of it as it is. That's
Yeah, we did just drop in. Sorry about that.
Of course. But as I said, feel free to come back if you'd really like to see it. I could tidy up a bit and make it more presentable.
I'm gonna speak in Elven and say, your home is beautiful.
He responds in Elven. Oh, why? That is most gracious. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, I'm gonna let him look at the armor. I'll stop bugging him.
So you see him kind of take a bit of a jewelry box, like a small kind of jewelry box on the side table. He opens it up, and there is a pearl there. And he takes the pearl for a moment, and you see him make some figures in the air with his hands with the pearl and put it up to his forehead, and he mutters an incantation, and his eyes flash with magical light. And he looks, oh. And then he does the same for the tapestry. Ah, well. It's still a beautiful piece, at least. Quite well preserved for its age. Excuse me. I was just trying to see the nature of any enchantments that might possibly be attached to these items. This armor is definitely enchanted. But the tapestry, while beautiful, is not magical. But I am still very interested in both. What's your price?
Could we confer privately for a moment?
Of course. Take your time. I'll just excuse myself for a moment.
Once he leaves, I haven't a clue what this crap is worth.
Me neither. I'm gonna lower my voice and say, Fithwick, do you have a way that we can talk without being overheard?
Short of bringing up the dome.
Right, that's what I was thinking, but it seems excessive.
Yeah, that might not be taken too well in the middle of someone's home.
That's true. I'm gonna get really close to Fenthwick, and I understand this is gonna look bad because you're much shorter than
I was gonna say, you could always speak to me in Sylvan, which I say that in Sylvan.
Oh, that's true, but Sylvan's very close to Elven. So, in Sylvan, I still whisper, but I say, I just want you to know that this man is obviously very greedy. He cares about his wealth and things.
No shit.
That's not a surprise. But what you should know is he's extremely interested in where we have been, where we might be going, but he was not surprised when you told him the armor was gone. He was neither surprised nor disappointed, and he doesn't care about any of this stuff. He just wants to know where the Brunian armor was or came from, or I don't know. That's why I asked about it.
Well, that's... Okay, that's odd.
Right. Yeah, I thought you should know.
Fine. Let's
as for the
conclude
cost,
this deal, get what we can get, and skedaddle.
All right. And then I switch back to Cobb and I'm like, well, you're right, but I still don't know how much this is worth.
I suppose we'll just have to have him toss out a price and...
Trust them?
Yeah. We may get taken, but even if we get taken, it's more money than we have now.
Yeah, and it's better than just carrying this around.
Well, unless you're interested in, decorating the dome with the tapestry.
That'd be fun. Oh, how are you, Core?
What do you mean? We are gaining more gold for supplies?
Yeah, I'm offloading some stuff that we don't need, but other people may want. It's a good way to get gold. I switch back to Sylvan and kind of lean towards Core a little bit if he's cool with me getting in his personal space a little bit, and I say,
Oh yeah.
This man is not to be trusted, but we don't think we're in danger, so we're gonna deal with him for now. And by deal with him, I don't mean hurt him. I just mean trade materials for gold.
I generally follow your lead. You don't have to worry about me.
Oh no, I don't worry about you. We're better off with you here.
And you hear just from the other room, do let me know when you all are ready.
Yes, I think we're ready now.
Wonderful. Now, down to business. What is your price?
Make us an offer.
I'll give you 1,500 gold for the armor and tapestry.
How does he seem with that quote?
Give me an insight check.
17.
Seems like a fair offer.
Belladin
Belgrade?
doesn't say
Is that-
anything. Yeah.
That good with you? Everyone fine with that?
Belladin just shrugs.
Or
Yep.
not.
Hal, you okay with that?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Sold.
Wonderful. Always glad to do business with friends. And, you all seem to be getting up into quite a bit of adventures, so if you find anything else interesting, always think of the sewer.
Always.
Will do.
Perfect, friends, perfect. Can I get you anything else before you go? Something, a light snack, maybe aperitif?
No, it's been amazing getting to know you. Again, your home is beautiful. Maybe the next time we come through with treasures that we find that we think you're interested in, I would love to see that armor. They just spoke of it so highly. Said it was beautiful.
Of course, of course. You know, as I said, I do have a special place in my heart for Barudian pieces, so I keep most of them in my private
Barudian.
collection.
Right.
But you know what? I might move it out to here and display it. I think you're right. Maybe it'll be better for the general eye to see its wonders as well.
I mean, at the very least, when you bring individuals like ourselves in to discuss fine things, they'll see how well accomplished and well collected you already are.
You have a keen mind for business, my friend, despite your appearance.
Thank you.
Do you happen to have any jewelry that you want to get rid of for a cheap price?
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, yeah, unfortunately, I'm not usually in the business of selling. I tend to grow a bit of an attachment to my pieces, but there are some wonderful jewel shops here in the Riverstone district. We might not be quite as a big a metropolis as Sugod or Ornost, but we do have our craftsmen here as well.
All right. Thank you.
Of course. And as Fenswick and Company, Halbar, Belladin, Core, you're welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
Nope, be seeing you.
Ansgar, please see our friends out. Of course, sirs. And he kind of snaps his fingers, and the wooden doors open. After you, sirs.
When we go through the door and get to the other side, I'm going to snap my fingers to see if they close automatically.
Okay. You snap your fingers. I needed to make a constitution. No, just kidding.
Oh, man. I'm down.
No, nothing happens.
Oh,
Give me a perception check.
it doesn't work for everybody. Perception. 27.
You do see that he is wearing a bracelet on each arm.
Ah.
You see the glint of metal underneath his shirt and jacket cuffs as he went to go snap.
And I noticed the sweetness on his breath, and unfortunately, guys, he has diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
Would you all like a Turkish delight, perhaps?
Okay, Narnia. Let's go, guys.
Thank you for coming, sirs, and may you come back again. Have a good day. The gate is opened and then shut behind you.
We walk down the street. I guess maybe if we start heading towards Lady Celine's. I mean, unless Hal wants to go jewelry shopping.
Nope. Let's go. Let's go to Celine's.
So, Belden, what are you trying to tell me? You trying to tell me
Okay.
we can't trust that guy?
Okay. All right. So, look, I just don't like nobility. I don't like rich people. I guess present company excluded. Fucking Prince Hal over here. And Belladin does curse, but he uses whatever local curses you use, not the F word. He just seemed eager, and I understand that. People who have wealth want more wealth, so it just keeps growing. People get obsessed with amassing wealth. But he just seemed too keen, and when something's too sharp, that's usually a problem. So I was watching his reaction and his expressions, and not only was he just super interested in where we've been, where we're going, and if there was more of that armor, but when you mentioned that it wasn't there anymore, that you went back and that it was gone, he was neither surprised nor disappointed in that knowledge. He knew that already. He knew that it was gone.
I wonder if someone else might have sold it to him.
Or maybe he sent his people to go get it? Did he somehow figure out where you guys come from?
It seems kind of a stretch.
Did you guys talk about?
I don't think we told him where we got it.
Well, maybe not him, but someone else, right? Rich people can pay people to go ask questions of people that you've talked to.
I don't know if we've told anyone about the temple down there in the mines.
Definitely not.
I mean, it's not the sort of thing you run around telling people about.
Well,
especially since because there were a bunch of valuable suits of armor in there, we wanted to go back and collect.
Right. So then the only other group that knew that were the orcs.
Yeah, that would be my assumption.
And the orcs worked for Enix. So if he bought the suit of armor from the orcs, then...
Well, he's a collector. I'm sure he doesn't really care who he buys things from.
Right. As long as he can get his hands on it.
Yeah, I'd like to think he's not that bad a guy. I mean, he's so transparently self-interested. I kind of respect him.
Right. I don't know. I just thought you should know.
Yeah, that might be why he doesn't want us back in his study. There might be a number of suits of armor.
Yeah, maybe the rest of them. And then he's going to move one out to the hallway where we were, so that way, his stuff is safe.
Well,
sorry.
Mystery for another time.
Okay.
And at that point, you guys get to the gates of the Riverstone Manor. The guards kind of cross their spears, in front of you and halt. And then you see one run up from the guardhouse and, excuse me. Move away, man. Move away. Don't you know who these people are? And you recognize this as one of the guard, kind of the sergeants of the guard that you've seen around here in the Riverstone Manor. You don't quite remember his name, but it's definitely a familiar face that you guys have seen, and he definitely recognizes Fenthwick and Halbar. Please, sirs, you would, I assume that you would like an audience with Lady Celine, yes?
Yes, if she's available.
Good. I didn't know she had sent a message so quickly, but it's good that you all are here.
Why? Something happened?
You didn't receive a message from Lady Celine or Lady Poppy?
Nope.
I think it's best then that you talk with Lady Celine, and she explains the situation.
Okay, well, lead on then.
And you guys are led up to the Riverstone Manor, and once again into the main entrance and greeting hall. And there you see Lady Celine talking with a few clerks and advisors, and the captain of her guard. Little Lily is there playing with one of her handmaidens, kind of watching over her in the corner. Lady Celine, pardon me, ministers, but the rest of the storm chasers are here. I didn't expect you all to get here so soon. Was Poppy able to get you all a message?
No.
Where are my manners? I'm sorry. Welcome. And she turns towards one of the clerks and just make arrangements for the funerals and for their and make sure their families are compensated. Yes, my lady. Would you all? I'm sorry, I'm a bit out of sorts. If you didn't get a message, why are you here?
We came down to buy some supplies and to touch base with the Nightingale and Poppy.
That is a bit of a situation. They're no longer here, I'm afraid.
Where did they go?
I'm not quite certain. Poppy said it was best for mine and Lily's safety that we were not privy to that information. There was an attack, but a few nights ago, an attempt was made on Marisol's life. Some, I don't know, what did Poppy call it? The dirge? Poppy and the guards were able to fend her off, and Poppy and Marisol were able to make their escape. A number of my guards were killed, unfortunately. Poppy said that this dirge was after Marisol. Something to do with the events of the Count's death. And that Poppy said she had contacts and would take her into hiding. I assumed she was able to that she would try to send you all a message. I'm not sure how, though. And I think there's where we're going to end tonight's session.